So today's video, I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of a warning. This is 10 levels of bug eating in Asia. So if bugs make you a little squeamish or eating bugs makes you a little squeamish, this might not be the video for you, but I was very interested in this. And this is with best ever food review show again. He eats some crazy stuff, but I always find it really interesting. So we are going to be watching this 10 levels of bug eating in Asia. I'm excited for this, I think. If you do get a chance, I'd appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe because it helps me out a bunch. And I have best ever food review show video linked in my description below. So be sure to go and like and subscribe to his channel. He does some really cool videos too. So really interesting to watch. I really do suggest his channel. All right, let's see what he's gonna eat in this one.
Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. On to the show.
These are tarantulas. They're big, they're hairy, and they have enough venom to kill a man.
Oh my
and they're
god.
just one of the many bug species eaten here in Cambodia.
Oh my god, how can he sit there so calmly? I couldn't. Oh my god, okay. Okay.
Kill a man. And they're just one of the many bug species eaten here in Cambodia.
Today, we're trying every bug dish we can find.
Oh my god, this is the biggest cricket I've ever seen.
Well, welcome to Cambodia.
Oh my goodness.
By the end of this video, we'll hunt down and cook up venomous tarantulas for ourselves.
It's coming, it's coming.
This is what nightmares are made out of. This is insane.
To uncover the story behind this tradition of extreme eating, we drove an hour away from Cambodia's capital to a town named Skun, known locally as Spiderville. This
Spiderville? No, thank you. No, thank you.
place is infamous for its distinctive practice of consuming tarantulas. But first, we're warming up to Cambodia's
This kid is so chill about it. Oh my gosh.
distinctive practice of consuming tarantulas. But first,
Bro's
we're
handling
warming
him
up
like
to
it's
Cambodia's
nothing.
love for insects with a beef dish that includes a healthy heaping portion of ants.
This is my favorite meal.
You've had ants
Oh
before.
my
Hell
god.
yeah, I also used to get the ants before.
Meet
Yeah.
Stray Mom Mob, an aspiring local filmmaker who will stay by my side no matter how scary this journey gets.
Did you buy these ants or did you collect them yourself?
She go find it herself.
Are you kidding me? You picked these ants yourself?
She said her husband.
Or else, oh, now it's adding up.
These are the red tree ants that Jaw has for us today.
A long time ago in Myanmar, I went deep into the country.
Do you guys eat bugs? Like, I don't know, like, or have you tried bugs? Have you tried eating them? I have not. I can't. I can't. I just can't do it. But if you have tried any bugs, let me know. I'm very curious. This, I don't know. I don't know about this.
Red tree ants that Jaw has for us today.
A long time ago in Myanmar, I went deep into the countryside. We got these ant colonies from the trees, then they would shake it up over hot steel. It would kind of burn the ants' legs off, and then they would fall into a
my
basket. But
God.
how were the ants caught here?
They have the bucket with some water. You have to shake them so that it fall into the basket.
That's millions of deaths. One cow, 1 million ants right here for this meal.
How do you know it? One cow.
That's a good point. It could be 1 million cows.
Let's just say two.
Okay.
To prepare this traditional dish, she starts by mincing garlic, then frying in a pan of hot oil until it's golden brown. The beef is cut into bite-sized pieces and added to the sizzling garlic.
Do you cook with ants often?
Yes, she often cooked the ants and she said that it's delicious.
It is very interesting that they have chosen ants as like a main or like a common ingredient, I guess. I don't know. That would never cross my mind. Although, is it true that ants have like a lot of protein or something? Aren't ants supposed to have like something good in them? I thought I heard that somewhere, but I'm not totally sure. The beef looks good, what she's doing with it, like the oil and the garlic, that sounds good. The ants, I'm just not sure. I'm not totally sure about that one. Would you eat this? Would you try this? I don't know if I could. Maybe, I don't know. There's something about eating insects that just kind of gives me like the heebie-jeebies a little bit. But would you try this?
Homeland, yes. She often cooked the ants and she said that it's delicious.
Next, oyster sauce, MSG, chicken bouillon powder, and a pinch of sugar are mixed in,
Oh, yeah,
setting the
that
stage
smells
for
pretty
our
good.
protagonist, or should I say, antagonist. Anyways, I'm talking about the ants.
You've had this type of dish before?
Yeah, it's so many things in your mouth, almost like the whole ants colony in your mouth, like you eat the whole family and the whole culture.
I love it. Let's eat a whole ant culture. Now, one thing you have to know about Cambodian food in general is that every dish is accompanied by rice. Now, I want that full hit. Oh my God, that is so many ants.
And eggs.
Cambodian caviar. Wow, I've never had anything
Does
like
he
that.
like it?
To me, when it comes to eating insects, ants are like a level 1 type of food. Level 1. They're not really challenging. You don't have to psych yourself up to eat it. It's just ants.
It's just meant.
I would have to psych myself up to eat this. Abs 100%. This man is on a different level. If this is level 1 for him. For me, yes, I would 100% have to psych myself up for this.
They're not really challenging. You don't have to psych yourself up to eat it. It's just ants.
It's just many families of ants, nothing special, right?
I
You
love
know, the
her,
lime
though.
ants are very sour.
I love
Something
her.
between a green apple and a lime. Here they've retained some of that sourness, but they also have a very earthy flavor. I gotta say, it is a distinct, peculiar taste. It's pretty wild.
Ants represent just one of the many types of insects Ja has been dealing in as a bug seller for over 2 decades.
She done this since she was like 5 years old.
Her daily
wow.
routine includes purchasing insects from local insect hunters and gatherers, then preparing them to be sold at a nearby market.
Her mom used to sell this stuff, so when she got married, she started this business as well.
There are crickets, silkworms, and water bugs, but the item with the highest demand, the tarantulas.
I myself, I've seen
Oh my
tarantulas before
God.
for sale. I've seen them at markets, but I've never actually seen somebody hunt them down. And that's what we're gonna be doing today.
Oh my God. Would you eat a tarantula? I don't think I could do that. I can't even touch spiders. They just kind of, they scare me a little bit. They make me very uncomfortable. I don't think I could eat one. I don't think I could do it. I love her though. She seems like she is so sweet. And same with the lady that like cooks it all. They all seem like they're very, very sweet people. I'm definitely not hating on them, but I'm just like this picture alone makes me uncomfortable. Like it makes me itchy.
I've seen them at markets, but I've never actually seen somebody hunt them down. And that's what we're gonna be doing today. Except that if they bite you, especially in the wrong place, you could die.
I mean, I would like to encourage you to give it a shot.
I will absolutely 60% chance
60%.
go hunting for tarantulas.
60% is a lot higher than what my percentage would be. It'd be like 2. Mine would be about 2%, and I would have to be like fully covered with thick ass gloves. I don't even know what kind of suit. Lots of padding. Literally, I don't want to know that knowing that I'm touching it.
Before risking my life to hunt these formidable spiders, I want to learn more about the local fascination with insects. So I'm jumping into Ja's kitchen to witness her daily routine, processing and preparing almost 100 pounds of insects that will soon
Oh
be
my
sold at
gosh.
a nearby market.
Welcome to the bug kitchen.
Crickets, silkworms, and water bugs. All of her bugs are prepared the same way, involving crunchy powder, MSG, chicken bouillon, and sugar.
Right here we have our water bug. Basically the biggest edible bug that you're gonna find in Southeast Asia, aside from the
Oh
tarantula.
my.
She takes a huge batch and she puts them into the oil. That is some
And she
fiery
fries them
hot
up.
oil. One thing you might not know about water bugs is they can actually bite you or give you a nasty sting. Luckily, their stinging
Ew.
days are long over. But later at the market, I'm gonna be giving it a try.
Welcome to the bug market, which, as it turns out, is less of a market and more of a bus stop, where travelers can
Oh,
choose from an
wow.
array of unusual items for their road trip.
That's actually kind of genius to put a little market by bus stops. That's actually a great idea. I don't know about the whole bug thing, but I mean, I guess if that's a pretty popular item, then then it works. 100% works. Clearly, it looks like it's lucrative for them because there's so many of them here. So, I mean, I'm definitely not hating on it.
Where travelers can choose from an array of unusual items for their road trip.
This is silkworm. It's the worm that produce silk.
Wow, you're like a walking Wikipedia. Look at you. Looks like it's been cooked already. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Cheers. Interesting. Oh, it's like a crunchy, leathery outside coat, and on the inside, it's like a green pea paste.
This one is my favorite.
Really?
It reminded
wow.
of my grandma, really. She loved this
Aw.
stuff. Every time she traveled, she always stop and buy everything. I used to ask her before when I was young how it's like in Pol Pot regime, the Khmer Rouge. She said that back then, if you can find cricket or any kind of insect, you eat them.
Wow.
Yeah, because there's nothing else to eat.
Oh, wow.
Consuming insects in Cambodia was common in the late 70s, during the Khmer Rouge's control, when many people fled cities to the countryside.
This is the biggest cricket I've ever seen.
Widespread
That is a
famine
big
forced
cricket.
Cambodians to seek sustenance in the least likely of places.
Sweet.
Just went all in. Just went all in. Oh my goodness. As shocked as I am by this, like I'm not like necessarily disgusted. You know what I mean? Like it's really interesting. I am just not a huge bug person in general, so I do get like a little like hee, you know, but like I'm not like judging this in like a harsh way by any means. It's just it's very different. It is extremely interesting to see this kind of history, and I know it definitely makes me a little bit uncomfortable because lots of bugs in general make me feel uncomfortable. So, but this is definitely not. I am not knocking them for this at all.
Famine forced Cambodians to seek sustenance in the least likely of places.
Sweet, salty,
Crispy too.
and very crispy.
Though the hardest times have passed, the practice of indulging in these little six-legged delicacies hasn't faded.
Why do you think people are still eating bugs today when they don't have to? You personally.
Well, personally, I think it's all about nostalgic feeling of what you used to eat and how
is fair.
important of it to your life right now. Of course, you grow older, you have more options, but your mind keeps thinking, oh, that exotic, I remember it. I want to eat it again.
That's fair.
This is a water bug. It is like layers and layers of wings and keratin. Is there a proper way to eat this where I'll enjoy it?
Take out the wing,
Sure, I'll take whatever I can take out, I will take out.
the hard part of the head.
So far, we're removing almost everything. It's fantastic.
Now let's put in our
Oh
mouth.
my.
All right.
Cheers.
It sounds very crunchy. It sounds very crunchy. They all is it because they're fried or sautéed? They all kind of seem like they have quite the coating on them. So like maybe that like flavorful coating that they have on them helps. I don't know. I don't know what bugs taste like. So maybe they're like really bland, or well, I guess the ants he said were kind of sour. So I don't know. I guess I don't know what bug flavor really is.
Fantastic.
Now let's put in our mouth.
All right.
Cheers.
Oh my.
Like alcohol smell, kind of
Like a liqueur.
liquor.
To me, it has a very
Okay.
strong, perfumey, kind of appley taste to it. Like fruit, the
Oh.
texture, it's like
It has like meat in it, like a meaty inside they have.
To me, it has a very strong, perfumey, kind of appley taste to it. Like fruit, the texture, it's like 10 layers of rice paper.
It's good for your teeth.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
You're so chewy.
Gone.
Nailed it.
Alas, it's time to hunt these venomous arachnids. Despite this place's ordinary appearance, one wrong step here could lead to serious trouble.
A lot of people don't really know where tarantulas hang out. At least I didn't. I thought maybe they hung out in,
Top of the tree.
yeah, maybe in the top of a tree or the corner of an attic. But we have
It's a corner of an attic. Fair enough. Fair enough.
just come upon a tarantula hole that's about 1.5 inches
Oh,
wide.
wow.
To extract the spiders, we'll need the help of a professional hunter. That's where Miss Ori comes in.
When it go in, it normally use the web to close the hole. Yes.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. I don't really know a whole lot about tarantulas. So that is actually kind of interesting that that web over their hole. That is kind of cool.
Ori comes in.
When it go in, it normally use the web to close the hole. Yes.
Should we take a look? Step 1, she uses a shovel to dig near the hole. She's got to be careful though, because the last thing you want to do is destroy the tarantula's soft, fleshy body. If somebody gets bitten in the wrong spot, what's the worst that can happen? It's possible to die, right?
Yes, there is the dying case from it.
Have you
Oh
ever
my
been
gosh.
bit?
Of course, you get bitten before.
Okay, sorry.
However, when
She's badass. She is a baddie. God damn. I mean, she is hunting tarantulas. This woman is badass.
from it.
Have you ever been bit?
Of course, you
Now
get
he looks kind of
bitten
nervous
before.
though.
Sorry.
However,
I
when
would
you
be
get
too.
bitten, normally in their belief, spit on it.
Oh.
Yeah, with prayer.
Now, how deep are they usually?
She said it depends. Sometimes it can go very deep. Sometimes it's not too deep.
Cool. So anywhere from 6 inches to 18 feet.
There's
Is there one in there?
right now. Oh, she might have killed them already.
Oh,
my
no.
God. Unfortunately, it was struck by the shovel, and it looks like it's deceased. Do we count this as a W?
When it's dead,
Yikes.
you cannot sell it.
Oh, okay. I wonder how many, like, I wonder what this, like, this ratio is of how many you kill versus how many you bring home. Because that kind of sucks if you can, because she smashed the crap out of that one.
Shovel, and it looks like it's deceased. Do we count this as a W?
When it's dead, you cannot sell it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's another tarantula tunnel a few steps away.
She's coming with the shovel, digging around the periphery of the hole. Okay, she's going in with the stick right now, and she's making a sound. The sound is used to coax them out.
Oh my God. There it is.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, it just crawled out of the hole. It's
There it
right here,
is.
just sitting here. What's it doing?
It's the baby hatch babies.
Oh, it's hatched babies?
Hatch baby, there are at least 500 baby. In
Oh
there,
my
as you can see.
gosh.
Okay, I'm looking down into the hole. This is what nightmares are made out of. This is insane. What do you do in this case? Do you try to collect the babies?
Normally they would not dig them down this month. It's the hatching season, so maybe another month from now.
Since this tarantula is currently watching over her 400 newly hatched spider babies, Miss Ari decides to leave it undisturbed.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, just let them hatch. You gotta farm them somehow, It's just like having livestock, I guess. It's like the same kind of thinking. I cannot believe there's so many in there. That is wild. I guess I never really knew how many eggs a tarantula lays, I guess, or however they're hatched. But like, that was way more than that I had in mind.
Her 400 newly hatched spider
I thought like 50. Okay, like to be realistic, I thought it was like 50. Like hundreds, that is crazy.
babies
Do they eat each other at some point, or will they all just leave? Like, how does this work in there? Because that is a lot. And like, will the mom eat some of them? There's definitely lots of circumstances that I've seen now that I've watched enough animal videos to know that things happen. Things definitely happen.
Miss Ari decides to leave it undisturbed. After a bit of digging, poking, and coaxing the spider out using her tribal spider call, Miss Ari successfully locates another tarantula. This time, the spider is found clutching an egg sac.
Now that she's caught it, she grabs it, she picks it up from the sides. She's gonna
What? She just picks it up like it's nothing. Oh my goodness. Give this woman a raise. Give her everything she wants for doing this. Oh my goodness.
Found clutching an egg sac.
Now that she's caught it, she grabs it, she picks it up from the sides. She's gonna use this knife here to cut the fangs. So with the fangs removed, this
Oh,
goes
wow.
from a deadly tarantula to just a spider. Can't hurt us now. The other great news is that we've acquired this, a tarantula egg sac. Why is that great news? Well, because they like to eat these raw.
Whoa.
Fantastic.
I've been told these sacs contain unhatched spider eggs, and they're considered an absolute delicacy that money cannot buy. However, the true nature of their contents will soon be revealed.
Oh my goodness. And they eat them raw? Okay. Okay. Well, that is interesting. I didn't even know people ate tarantula egg sacs. So this is all new information to me.
That money cannot buy. However, the true nature of their contents will soon be revealed.
Gosh. Oh wow.
Hunting for today is complete, and soon we will follow the journey of these
Look how many she caught. Holy. Oh my goodness. I give props to this woman for hunting tarantulas. For eating them and everything because I couldn't I could not do this. So I applaud this woman. She is in my book. She's one badass lady.
Tarantulas to a wholesaler. But first, we're headed to her house where we're gonna be trying out some tarantula egg sack. That is a sentence I thought I would never utter in my life.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we just came back to your home. We're about to enjoy some nice tarantula eggs.
Level 9.
I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna stretch it open. Oh my God! I've never seen anything like this.
Oh my
it's so many
gosh.
baby tarantulas.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Where?
Wait a second. So they're just gonna eat them like this? They're just gonna eat them like this. I don't know. Oh, would you do this? Would you do this? How much money would it take you to eat one? For me, I'm gonna say like 50 million. I don't even know if that's enough. Oh my goodness.
Where are the eggs?
This one hatched already, but you can still eat them.
I want to see her, please.
Nhâm mày đúng. Chắc nhâm thôi.
Okay, she's grabbed one. It's a little baby tarantula. It's only been born mere moments ago, hatching from its giant egg sac.
Oh my.
She said she don't want to eat the...
I knew it. I think you were trying to trick me. I think I'm on a prank show.
She just doesn't like the taste of the raw one.
Thank goodness. You know, my whole rule is if locals eat it, I do. And
Hey, you know what? That is a great rule to go by. That's funny that he got trolled though, because I wonder if he like didn't if he didn't live by that, like would you have just eaten one? Oh my goodness. That is a good rule to live by though. If they eat it, then he'll eat it. I think that is smart. That is smart. That's very smart.
if they don't, why would I? Let's see what's behind door number 2.
Eating freshly hatched baby spiders.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Well, it's just not on the menu for our village hunter.
Okay, that's gross. Door number 3, the final egg sac.
Instead, to ensure they don't go to waste,
Oh my God. Yeah, no.
these guys will make a protein-rich snack for her chickens.
I gotta say, I'm feeling a
Oh,
little bit conflicted.
that's fair.
On one hand, I was interested in the fact that you could eat tarantula eggs. It seemed like something that people rarely have the opportunity.
Okay, as babies, I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of cute. Like, look at their little eyes and stuff. They look kind of fuzzy. I didn't realize how translucent they were as babies. I would not touch one. Like, don't get me wrong. I will appreciate this part here and say that they're kind of cute. Not cute enough for me to want to touch or eat by any means, but they're kind of cute.
To try. On the other hand, I'm partially relieved that I don't have to eat anything at the moment. But we are instead gonna be eating the biggest tarantulas that we can find. We caught a lot today, and you and I are gonna eat them.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. We have finished the hunt. The tarantulas we caught on our hunt we've brought here, but you may notice there are a lot more tarantulas here. That's because this woman is a tarantula wholesaler. This is her gig. Every day she's bringing in tons of tarantulas. She's cooking them and sending them out. In fact, just moments ago, a man pulled up on a motorbike and he brought this box. Is it Amazon Prime? No. Oh my God.
Each
Oh
tarantula
my
here
gosh,
fetches
he
a
caught
price
a
ranging
bunch.
from 20 to 75 cents depending on the size. Given that Ms. Soy Lone sells thousands of these spiders daily, she's running a pretty
Oh,
substantial
man.
business.
What happened?
Oh.
She got bit? How? As you saw when we were hunting, you're supposed to take the fangs off. She said some of the hunters forget. It just turns
Yeah, I'm sure they like forget, right? Like we're gonna put forget in quotes here. Oh man, I hope she's okay. I mean, I'm guessing she's probably used to getting bit every now and again.
hunting. You're
Those fangs look like they would hurt. Those look like claws. I would not want to get bit by this. No. Nope.
supposed to take the fangs off. She said some of the hunters forget. It just turns out someone could still be bit by this, namely her. Or me earlier when I piled about 50 tarantulas on myself.
Oh my
I thought
God.
I was safe. But she's been handling spiders for so long, she told us earlier that these days when she gets bit, she just gets a little bit of a bump, no big deal. From here, she's gonna
Oh
kill
wow.
it. Oh, so she gives it a good squeeze, and that is it. That is how you 86 a tarantula. It's very quick,
Damn.
efficient, wild, and slightly bizarre to see. So here's the fun part of the show where I do with the locals.
Oh yeah, is that like, 'cause they have don't they have, like, pretty sensitive insides? Like, if you dropped a tarantula from really high up, you could kill it too. You can't just, like, fling them around, I guess, because they're kinda delicate on the inside.
Efficient, wild, and slightly bizarre to see. So here's the fun part of the show where I do what the locals do. No.
After washing the spiders, it's time for some spider seasoning. They're coated with a mix of crunchy and creamy powders, MSG, chicken bouillon, a bit of food coloring, and sugar.
Man, that MSG, I bet that's what makes them taste good is, because MSG is delicious.
Creamy powders, MSG, chicken bouillon, a bit of food coloring, and sugar.
Oh, and sugar. Okay.
To prevent their legs from breaking during the frying process, she carefully places them on a dried leaf, setting the stage for the final cooking step.
And now she's putting them in the hot oil. I've never seen anything like this. I gotta say, earlier the tarantulas were looking a lot more intimidating, quite scary. Now, much less intimidating. From here, we're gonna fry these tarantulas for 10 minutes, and this is gonna be our final course of the day. But first, an appetizer, cricket soup.
Cricket soup.
In a pot of boiling water, she begins by adding fermented fish paste, a staple condiment in local cooking. She follows this with the giant crickets, along with MSG, sugar, and a dash of salt. Next, cucumbers, mushrooms, and peppers are added, along with a generous helping of local herbs. Then everything simmers together until it's perfectly cooked or, cooked as perfectly as crickets can be. Time to eat.
If a fly lands on the dish.
This is very creative, though. I will give them that. This is very, very creative. And I think if you were going through a period of time where food was kind of scarce and like maybe you could like grow your own vegetables or something like that or greens of some sort, and you were supplementing with crickets or bugs, I mean, this really isn't so bad if you look at it from that perspective. Would I willingly eat this? No. But I find it admirable that they became so resourceful with bug cuisine, I guess.
Does it become a garnish?
More protein maybe.
It's one thing to eat fried crickets, they're just crunchy. These are stewed crickets. It's a lovely broth.
It's not crispy though.
Very papery. It's hard to chew through. It's like eating fingernails.
I'm not sure
Oh,
about
wow.
the cricket. It's a bit chewy.
That being said, it's a lovely dish.
Now she asked you to try the tarantula.
Level 10.
She did really
This is
handle
level
these
10.
with care. Mine still has 8 legs. It's not been busted apart. Please, would you like to share with us? All right, now.
It looks very crispy. I will say that. It looks very crispy. I would have to pass on this for sure. Would you eat this? Would you eat this?
Has 8 legs. It's not been busted apart. Please, would you like to share with us? All right, now. Okay, I was gonna ask, but she's showing us.
Just
Let's
like
just
that.
go for it. She starts with the legs. That's actually pretty good. That's like candy. The legs are very crispy.
Okay.
Okay, did she just eat the head? Oh boy, why do I keep looking inside? Why did I bite it in half? I gotta say, mentally, a bit of a hurdle, slightly challenging. But the flavors, this is the best tarantula I've ever had in my life.
Better.
Oh, that's actually really interesting. That's very surprising. The insides look a little crazy to me.
Bit of a hurdle, slightly challenging. But
Like this looks a little much for me, but hey, he's saying it tastes good though. So I think that's a win, right? I think it would suck if you ate this and it was disgusting, because it seems like there's a whole process. It seems very dangerous. So the fact that it's good, hey, that's a win.
the flavors, this is the best tarantula I've ever had in my life.
Better than a lot of places that I went to.
It's fresh,
Oh, okay.
It's crunchy, it's savory, it's sweet. I can't believe it. I kind of like it. Okay, let's flash back to me 7 years ago trying to eat a tarantula. Yeah, it was brutal. It was not that good. I was suffering. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Oh,
I like it. I
no.
like it. This is me now having my last bite. And that was a butt bite. I would eat another one.
Nice.
Hypothetically. On a different timeline. No, I'll eat another one. Here's what I've just realized. The spiders that foreigners get, tourists don't have a standard of how a tarantula should taste. So whatever they get served, they just accept it. And they go, ew, wow, it's a tarantula. They make their Instagram video, they get out of it. But this is for the local person with a refined palate. The legs are the best part.
That makes a lot of sense though, you know, because I bet there's like some like shock value that probably people understand from tourists, whereas, you know, like these are getting fed to, you know, your local people. So obviously it can't taste like ass or something, you know, like you're not here to impress anybody. Like you got to make food that tastes good to sell it, or else, you know, your locals will be like, no, it tastes disgusting. This is very interesting. I find this really, honestly, very fascinating.
For the local person with a refined palate. The legs are the best part. It tastes like there's a candy coating on the outside.
It kind of looks like crab meat, like that butt part that he was showing earlier too, and like kind of like the legs. It kind of looks like maybe like lighter crab meat.
Very crispy. I gotta say, I'm very impressed. Well done. I know tarantulas are a timeless food. They're a food that go way back, and it's part of subsistence living. You know, it's survival food. These days, it's survival food that can still taste quite good as these do. But my question is, 50 years in the future, are people still gonna be eating this kind of food in Cambodia?
We have been eating this for a very long time. We will continue to eat it. However, it's getting less and less the number of it because it become popular for Cambodians to eat these things. So people keep looking for it further and further and further away. She doesn't know when it will be all gone.
Wow, this is something you never really hear about, because you hear about things like overfishing. They don't have time to replenish. There's too much demand. But she's saying here, the demand for insects is so high that one day it may be the case that there are no more insects.
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't apply to just tarantulas. Natural caught animals are getting harder and harder.
That is a very interesting point. I wouldn't have thought that the demand would keep going up. I would think it would probably be about the same, maybe.
To just tarantulas, natural caught animals are getting harder and harder.
It seems that a dark day may be upon us in the future where we no longer are able to freely and easily eat tarantulas. But what we can do is appreciate today and appreciate that right now we may live in the golden era of insect eating. So we should appreciate it while it lasts.
Okay.
Cheers.
That is true.
When I'm too picky never mind, it's not even a funny joke.
You can try.
No, it's just, I'm from a small town, St. Cloud. I lived in a trailer house. So whenever I'm too picky, my wife says, oh, I'm sorry, Sonny from the kingdom of St. Cloud.
Oh my God.
She calls me. Anyways, love my wife. Some people might think because this is such a dangerous feat that it's men going out there risking their lives, but in fact, it's people like her.
Yeah, it's true, because in Cambodia, women literally take care everything.
Everything.
I sound biased, but yeah, we do everything.
What now?
She said this one is such a nice, gentle one. The nasty one, as soon as you dig there, it will come out and running around like crazy.
Oh, okay.
This one's a sweet one.
It's sweet. Well, it's also dead. And they're just one of the many bug species eaten here in Cambodia.
Oh gosh.
It's the worst moment of my life. Boom, guys, that is the end of video number 2 in Cambodia, but we have so much more in store. In the meantime, I want to say a huge thank you to you.
Thank you to you.
Shri Mom.
She was great. She seems like she's so sweet.
Sorry, Mom. Today was
like
a fun-filled day. Did you make it to the end of the video, or did you freak out when we showed you tiny little baby spiders from an egg sac? I freaked out, and now I feel like they're crawling in my skin under my jeans. It's not pleasant. If you want to follow Stream Mom on social media, here is her Facebook. It's also downstairs in the link. You can click that, send her a friend request. Otherwise, guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Yeah, I can't wait to never witness a big egg sac full of baby spiders again. That was something.
Okay, this one was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This was kind of wild, but very, very informational and very insightful, because I definitely do not know how a lot of other countries live, especially like outside of cities. So this was very interesting to me to see how different people live and like what they eat and stuff like that. I think I think it's pretty interesting, and I think we have to have some sort of like respect for people, you know, like Like, just because it might make our skin crawl because we don't like bugs, let alone eating them, doesn't mean that we should judge or hate these people. You know what I mean? But this was I think this is great. This is a great video. So be sure to go and like and subscribe to the best ever food review show because this was great. If you did make it to the end of the video, let me know which bug you would eat. If you had to eat one of these, which one would it be? I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.